by now, you know what a downtrend and an uptrend is all about, right?
Maybe.
Maybe is that was that what you said?
Something like that, Sha, but I think I might still have a little idea. Just let me mute so that this guy will leave the house, because he's about leaving the house now. He knows it to stop.
So you have to be serious about this thing, I beg. All right. When we talked about an uptrend, where we say it has the characteristics of break of structure to the upside. That means price is moving to one particular direction. It's going up. All right. And when it's a bearish trend, we say price
It's going down.
is moving in one direction. That means it's breaking structure to the downside. This day, once I teach you anything, you just need to grab it and you still do more research on it. All right. So one thing about Forex is the best way to learn Forex is after the theoretical aspect. You now need to now get yourself involved in practical. You will now be practicing it. And as you are practicing, you are doing more research. You are doing more research on your own. So let's say, for example, now from here up to this point, this is what? This is a bullish trend because price breaking structure to the upside. All right. Now from here, from this point up to this point, this is a bearish trend. Price breaking structure to the downside. This is a bearish trend. So a trend can be going up, then it gets to a point, it will turn and it will start coming down. And when that happens, we will use the word change of character. Let's say price breaking structure to the upside, like this, pushing to the upside, but immediately it came down to this point. Instead of breaking structure to the upside, it will now stop. That means it failed to create another high. So the next thing you will see is price violating this support level. Now you now start breaking structure to the downside. So it has now switched from being a bullish trend. Now, after the change of character or market shift from here, it started breaking structure to the downside. So today, we are going to do what we call top-down analysis. Now, when we say top-down analysis, now we are simply saying that we want to do an analysis, that is technical analysis, for us to now know where the trend is going to, and for us to now look for an opportunity for us to trade. So before you can plan for any trade, you must first of all carry out what we call top-down analysis, which is very, very key. All right, so
we're talking about top-down analysis, right?
yes.
Okay.
anytime you want to plan for your trade, the first thing you need to do is what we call top-down analysis. So you must do your top-down analysis for you to know something. Like one, you need to know the direction of trend. You need to know the direction of trend. All right, then another thing is for us to know the direction of trend. From that trend, we are trying to single out the current trend. And apart from that, we would like to find out where an opportunity is for us to take our trade. So we need to find out all these things. So first and foremost, now we are going to do this top-down analysis, and by so doing, we are going to start from the higher time frame. Can you still remember what time frame is all about?
That means it has to do with the different time frame for trading now, right?
Yes. So when we talk about time frame, we are simply referring to that is different type of time of trading. We have 1 hour, we have 2 hours, we have 4 hours.
4 hours and daily, weekly, monthly, right?
Exactly. So all these we call different types of time frame. So we use that to do our top-down analysis. Now we are going to start from, because we are day trader, or if you choose to be, at the end of the day, if you choose to be a swing trader, the first thing as a day trader, what we need to do, we start from the daily time frame. So we click the daily time frame. Now I told you each candle represents that time frame. If you're on daily, that means one candle represents a day. If you're on 4 hour, one candle represents
4 hours.
Like that. So we're on daily, that means these candlesticks you see represent 1 day. So me looking at this chart now, what will you say you can see? Is it an uptrend or a downtrend or a sideways? Which type of market structure can you see physically here?
In this trend now, this is a bullish trend now, right?
You have to be sure. Now, why do you say it's a bullish trend? If you are saying it's a bullish trend, why do you say, let's assume it's a bullish trend. Why did you say it's a bullish trend?
I'm coming, I'm trying to.
Yeah, no problem.
We have more buyers. No, that's not it. I'm trying to use the right language for it. Your screen, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Can't come up with anything.
Okay, so what is the characteristics of a bullish trend?
I think when the market trend is going up, right? Which means we have more buyers in the market than the sellers.
Yeah, we have a point there. But when we say when a trend is bullish, we are simply saying, just like what I showed you just now, we are simply saying that it's pushing to one direction. That means it's going up. It's creating a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, and a low. So if you look at this thing now, because that is the characteristics of a bullish trend. It creates a high, pull back, it creates another high, it pull back, it creates another high, it pull back. And anytime you see that there is changes in that, you just know that the trend is about to change or something is about to happen. All right, so the other flow, it's supposed to, if it's bullish, it's supposed to continue to, once the asset increase in price, it will come back, the asset will come down, the price will reduce, then it will increase again, breaking this high, then it will now come back, reduce again, then you now go again and break this high. So this is a bullish trend. And the reverse is what we call a bearish trend. When asset is high like this, the price will come down, then it will increase, it will decrease again, breaking this low, it will increase in price, it will come down again, the price will decrease, breaking this low.
Breaking that one.
So once you see this scenario like this, you know that
It's a bullish.
it's a bearish trend. So once you open your chart and you see this kind of scenario, when you look at the chart, you just know that this is what?
This one is a bearish.
This is a bullish trend because it's breaking structure to the upside. It's breaking structure. It pushed from here. It created
from
a
down
high.
up.
It created a high. Then it pushed down. It created this low. From there again, it pushed. It created another high. It reduced again. It created a low like this. So that is what we call a bullish trend. Okay, now we have already identify the first thing. We know the direction is bullish. The direction is bullish. Don't forget, we want to carry out our top-down analysis so that we can now know where the opportunity lies for us to be able to place our trade. All right? For us to place our pending order and wait for price to come there so that we will be able to take position. So now we have identified that it's a bullish trend, so it's going up. So now that we have identified this, we will now look at the structure very well. Now, this is the low that price created here. This very one, price created this low. Because once you are doing your top-down analysis, you single out the last support level. Remember, when we use the word support level, we are simply saying, the instances I gave you, you use like a floor, that is a support level. Then a resistance level, you use
It's
it
at the top.
like a ceiling.
Really.
So here is the highest level price has gotten to. All right. Now, this is the support. From here, price took off from here, breaking this structure, Here we put break of structure, BOS. Anywhere you see BOS, it means
Break of
break
structure.
of structure, break
Okay.
of structure. So here, this is support, this is a resistance. Let's label it so that there will be no confusion. This is a support, this very point, and here is our resistance. After today, you have learned how to do top-down analysis. If I ask you next time, if I ask you next,
Please, oh.
huh?
Don't say after today, oh, please.
Oh, Jenny, you have to be serious, eh? Trading is not the way you are handling it, though. You have to, it has not even gotten to a point where you have to master the chart, though, that you spend hours looking at chart so that you get used to the chart. Because that will be the next exercise now. At least in a day, you have to look at your chart for like 1 or 2 hours. You look at the chart very well so that you'll be able to master it. Because me now, once I open the chart, all these things I'm just marking now, without marking it, I know where the trend is going. I know where my break of structure is. I know where the resistance. I know where the support is. So that.
Oh my God.
So that
Okay,
is
let's go with let's go with anyway.
okay. I understand. I just read your message now.
To leave now. It's about raining. I'm going out now. I want to go and pack clothes. Oh,
Should we pause?
no, continue.
Okay. So here is the support. This very point is the break of structure, and this point here is our resistance. All right. Now, once looking at this chart now, you discover that this high, this resistance was created. Now, price made a pullback. This pullback, you see, price created another support here, right? It created another support here. It created another support here. Price created another support here. This is another support leg. So the other flow now we expected price after it created a support, is supposed to break this structure to the upside. Remember, a trend, a bullish trend, goes to one direction, and the target is always to violate the high, to violate the resistance. It will violate already created resistance. Then after it creates a resistance, it will pull back
To the support level.
support. After
And then go back
after
again.
it creates a support, it will now gather momentum to now push and violate this high. Just like somebody who is driving, you are on Jar 4, then you are now approaching a hill, all right? You are approaching a hill, or you are on Jar 5 before you get to that point. Now, what you need to do is to change your gear. You don't need to remain on that Jar 4, because if you are climbing a high hill, that means you have to remove your gear from 4, maybe push it to 3 as you are going. And if you see that it's a very stubborn hill or a tall hill, you push it from 3, you push it to 2. All right, you push it to 2. If it's still very tough for your car, you now finally push it to 1. So once you push your gear to jar 1, you don't have anything, you won't be able to do anything again until you finish climbing that hill, no matter how tall the hill is. You have to use that, is because that is a high gear that you have, gear 1. So now price increased, but in this scenario, price increased, it created this resistance. Then there is a moment of relief. It pulled back to gather a momentum. All right. And the reason why price will always pull back is that price cannot just continue to go high like that, because a resistance is a level where sellers will wait for price. All right. Sellers will wait for price here. Their aim is to reduce the price, push the price to reduce so that they can buy. Do you understand? If you are a seller, you want to buy something cheap. All right? If you are a seller, if you are a seller in the market, you want to buy something cheap at a cheaper rate.
So that you can
Then
have your own goal.
when the price is now increasing, all right, you will now sell. You buy something cheap, then you sell when the price is high. Do you understand? So resistance is a point or a level where sellers will always wait for price. As soon as price gets to that level, they will push the price down. As they are pushing the price to a support level is a level where buyers will wait for price, because they are waiting for price to come down so that they will buy. Then as they are buying, because once more buyers are here at the support level, all right, they will drive the price up. All right, and as they are driving the price up, the other flow now, because we are on a bullish trend, this push supposed to create another resistance. Creating another resistance simply means that this price will make sure it clears this high, push these sellers away, because once it's able to break this resistance, that means there are no sellers there anymore. What will seller now do? Sellers will now move to another level. They will now move to another level for them to create another resistance. So once price gets to their level, they will stop the price and push the price down again. So now when you are doing your top-down analysis and you now discover that something happened like this, for example, price supposed to create another high after this resistance, it pulled back, it created a support. Now look at what happened here. Price now created this resistance. It created another resistance, but this time around, it created a lower high. You see, this is the resistance. It now created a lower high. All right. This is a higher high. There's another way to denote it. This is to denote a resistance. We can say higher high. Remember, when a bullish trend is creating a structure, it will move by creating a high, then it will create a low. It will create a high because this high, now the next high will now be higher than this high. This is a high, this is a higher high. All right? Now that
I'm
they
not
are
seeing
creating,
it.
huh?
Which one is the higher high? Okay, the one on top of that resistance.
This high and this high, which one is higher?
Okay, the other one, the one by the left is high, right is
This
higher. That
one
yes, this
is
one is
higher
higher.
now. Price,
Yeah,
let's
this
say
one is higher than.
price at this point, for example, price at this point was 50 euro. Now, the moment it got to 50 euro, sellers now push the price down to 3 euro 50 cent. This is the support level. Buyers now took over, pushed the price to 80 euro. That means this price at this point is low. This price at this point is higher, right? Then after that, sellers now took over, pushed the price again from 80 euro to 60 euro 50 cent. All right? Now, sellers, if you watch the other flow, sellers took over from here. They are supposed to push the price above this 80 euro that the price was at before. What now happened? They pushed the price to this point and they found a resistance here. Sellers took over this level before price even got to that 80 euros. Sellers took over. They are now saying they don't want the price to even go back to 80 euro anymore. They now stop
Okay.
price at 70 euro, for example. They stop the price at 70 euro. Now, the order flow has been altered. Once you see something like that, because you are expecting that, or it is expected that once price got to 80 euro, it pulled back to 6 euro 50 cent, it's supposed to push again maybe to 100 euro,
Maybe okay.
to 100 euro. Supposed to push again to 100 euro. The price is supposed to go above 80 euro to 100 euro to create a resistance before price will now come down. Now, we now notice something unusual. Price was not able to even get to 80 euro. It now stopped at 70 euro. Now, once that happened, just change your bias. When we use the word bias, we are now simply saying you've been buying before. Because normally, when you want to take a trade, once price breaks structure to the upside, you wait for price at the support level. This thing I've showed you before, and I'm showing you again. You wait for price at the support level. This is where you should enter to join and push price to the upside. Once it breaks this structure again to the upside, you wait for price, your take profit or TP, like I've taught you before, take profit TP. Once you enter from here, you are supposed to target this play because you know for sure that price is supposed to violate this high. Anything that makes price to violate the high, we call this level a turning point of price. What will price do? Price will just break above it a little, even though this is 80%, the highest high is 80%, even though price managed to break above 80% to make it 80 euro, I'm saying 80%, I beg your pardon, 80 euro, price will just break above it. Sometimes you just break above it and push the price to 80 euro 90 cent or 90 euro. Then once it found a resistance there, it will not start coming back. So you as a trader, your target will always be the next resistance level. If you enter here, you take your profit here because this one is sure. It's sure. It's very, very sure. But at any point, you now discovered that price did not or was not able to clear this resistance level, you take your profit, stay out of the market, and wait for price to rebound again. Now, you just know that the other flow has been altered. Instead of price to get to push above 80 euro, it now stopped at 70 euro. So you take your profit here and wait for price to create a normal structure to tell you whether he wants to continue going up, pushing price up again, or he wants to change and start pushing price to the downside. What does that mean? A bullish trend is now gradually turning to become a bearish trend. So at this point, we'll now label this. We'll label this one as what? Market shift, MS. Market shift, or you will see change of character. You can say market shift or change of character. Market shift or change of character. I don't know if you can see this. Let me increase it. If I say market shift or change of character, it means the same thing. So why market shift? Market shift now means that instead of this support level to violate the resistance level, price got here, it stopped. Then what happened? You now see price violating this support level, which is not supposed to be. Price is not supposed to violate this support level. Anytime you see a violation of a support level, while you are on uptrend, while a trend is bullish, once you see a support level is violated, that means that is a sign that the price is reversing. That means a bullish trend is now gradually telling you that it wants to start coming down. Then the first sign is market shift or change of character. That is what you should watch out for. Once you see a market shift or change of character, you just know that there's a sign or there's a possibility for a price to change to become bearish. So market shift. Go ahead.
In other words, market shift means price changing, right?
Yes, changing from a bullish
Changing
trend,
from a bear.
a bullish trend to become a bearish trend, or
Okay.
if you are on a if you're on a bearish trend,
Bearish.
if you're on a bearish trend, that means it's changing once it gives a market shift, because either ways, if it's a bearish trend, before it change to become a bullish trend, it must violate the bearish
Support.
structure. It must violate a resistance. I showed you before. Now, this is a bearish trend, price breaking structure. One moment. This is a bearish trend, price breaking structure to the downside. Now, this point, meaning that it has created a support. Then you now move, create a resistance. Come down, create a support, violating this level, violating this previous support level. It has created a resistance. All right, now the next move, once it gets to a level where buyers will now push the price up, price will get to this level, sellers will take off from here, will take over from here, push the price to the downside. At any point, you now discover that instead of as buyers are pushing the price to the upside, instead of them to stop here, they did not stop. They succeeded in pushing above this level, violating
Okay.
this resistance level. That means
Okay.
the structure has created a market shift. Once this thing happen like this, watch out, you will see that the next push will not be able to violate this low. Instead of price pushing to the downside, we now discover that it will not stop here. Then price will not come, break this level again. You now see, you now start pushing to the upside. So it has changed right now from the bullish state, from the bearish state, is now bullish. Why? Because this point, it has violated this level, which is not supposed. We will not say here now, this level is what we call market shift. So it happens both the bearish trend and a bullish trend. Before it can change at all, there will always be market shift, or you call it change of character. So it's like that. So one thing you should always watch out for once we are in a trending market, once we are in a trending market, and if it's bullish, once you see any violation like this instance now, price violating the support level, all right? So it's not supposed to be. If price gives you something like this, it has violated the order flow. So you see, after this now, what happened? You just see, just sideways. Price is not really doing anything. It's not really doing anything. So for you to now see clearly, remember, we are doing what we call top-down analysis. Don't forget, we are doing
What
top-down
is this
analysis.
top-down analysis proper?
Eh?
What is this top-down analysis? Top-down or top-down?
Top to the
Top.
down, top down. We say
Okay.
top down, top, then down, top hyphen down, top down analysis. You have to go to the higher time frame, look at the structure. After that, we're on daily. Now we have seen what the structure is doing. Then we'll now scale to 4 hours for us to now see more information as to what price is doing. All right. So if you look at this structure now, you discover that, remember, this is the highest high, right? This is the highest high, and where it created a resistance. This is 4 hours chart. We are done with the daily. We are now on 4 hours. Before you can now say you want to take a decision for you to plan your trade, whether to go long or to short the market. When I say go long, whether to buy, whether to continue buying, or for you to change your buyers and position for a sell. All right. So now we can now see, you see this chart with daily, can you see that there's a difference? You see more information here. So now you see this is the highest high. This point here is what? A lower high. This is a lower high. LH, a lower high. This is where we experience market shift, and price created this low. All right, it created this low. It created a support here.
This low now, okay.
It broke structure to the downside, giving us a market shift. Then it created a support. Now, this support simply means that there are buyers here. Buyers now took over and pushed the price to the upside. Now, at the end of the day, what happened? Price created this level again. It created another high. If you look at this point and this point,
It broke it.
if you look at this point and this other point, you see we call it equal highs because they are the same level. All right.
A bit. Okay.
This one and this one, the same. But
Okay.
you now see price after that, you see this level did not go above it. You see this level again, price is now coming down. So it then means that after this change of character, price has not created another highest high. No, because this is still the highest high. All right, this one is higher than every other high that you see here. So now we have noticed that this point here is a change of character. What we now need to do at this point, you see, we'll now come and start reading this leg because this is the lowest, this is the low that this change of character gave us, or market shift. This very one here. You understand? This low here, this is the price that gave us all this move. This is where it originated from, this level, where you see all this level. See, now we have to now start analyzing this point. So from this point, we see internally, inside daily time frame, there is 4-hour time frame. Before daily time frame we move, we have 4 hours in between. All right, so 4 hours before a push to this level, before 4 hours push to this level, what happened? This is the low and this is the high of these 4 hours. Look at what happened. It gave us a change of character here or a market shift. This is how to analyze chart. Just open your eyes. Why do they put this point here? Why this how do we know that there's a change of character here or a market shift?
Means the price have changed in the market, right?
Eh?
It means the price have changed in the market.
How do you mean that price has changed in the market? What did you
It means it has changed from a bearish market to a bullish market.
Yes, then how did we know?
I think these two, this thing now, they are equal heights now, right?
Okay, it's you are following this, you have the idea about what is happening. Now, price created this low. If we remove this, let's say we take away this market shift from here, this
From
point,
where?
huh?
Okay, I'm seeing this thing. You know, my screen is small. I'm trying to. Okay, I'm seeing the cotton. Okay.
I said if
Mm-hmm.
we remove this one from here, that's why I said, now you have rebooted your system. Why are you not using it? You cannot be using phone to be taking this thing. It's too small. Phone is too small. You just be straining your eyes. That is just the point. If we remove this market shift here, let's say for example, we are not denoting this place to be market shift. We say break of structure. For example, I'm just giving you an example. Let's say
I'm seeing it. No, I've just been going and coming. Okay.
this place now, price created a low. He pushed to the upside. He did not violate this level. He now came and violated this low. He has created a break of structure. But remember, originally, this is market shift. I'm just giving you a scenario. Let's say we tag this place now as break of structure. All right.
Okay.
You now see price going up from here. What happened? After I created this low, what do we call it?
Support.
Okay.
Support level, right?
He has created a support level where
The buyers can buy.
buyers, yes, this is where buyers will wait for price so that they will put. Now they took over, buyers took over from here. Look at, they push the price up to this level. What happened? They came back. Sellers push the price down. Activities is going on already. Buyers push from here, took over the price, push the price to this level. Sellers push price to this level. Then buyers now came, clear this level up to this level. You see the activities, but if you don't know, you won't understand. This is a support level. This is another support level. This is another support level. It's
Mm-hmm.
going up. It's now going up. He created a high. This is a resistance. It came down, created a support. This low is lower than this. This is higher than this. You see, this low is lower than this very point. This very one here, this
Higher than
support
that.
is higher
Mm-hmm.
than this. So it's climbing up again. It's climbing up. All right? It's climbing up. Now, that is a sign that the price is increasing. The price is increasing because the lowest price is this one. The lowest price is this. After this price is high, this is another higher price, like that. So this point here now, after when he got here, he stopped. He created a high. He got here, he stopped. He created equal highs. But this last support here clear everything. This is a change of character on 4 hours. Change of character. You see this change of character. It now change. Market shift has happened here. So between this level now, as you can see, when you now see this level now, something happen like this, all you need to do is for you to come to this level and wait for price. Price came, got to this point. This is supposed to be your entry. This is supposed to be your entry to push price to the upside. Now, when we get to a level where I will teach you strategy on how to get into the market, I'm only going to teach you just one strategy so that you will stick to it. Because if you know too many strategy, it becomes confusion to you. Because confusion in the sense that if you are using one and maybe you get a stop loss once or twice, your mind you now think, let me switch to another strategy. And by so doing, you are just dragging yourself back. As far as this trading is concerned, all strategy works. The only thing you need to do is for you to stick to one. Stick to one. Even if maybe you do your analysis, you take a trade and it hits stop loss, that does not mean that your strategy is not working. All right?
Okay. That means whichever strategy one chooses or one uses, it works. But you need to be a master of a particular one.
Exactly. You need to be consistent. Just anytime you want to take your trade, you must stick to that your rules on how you want to enter the market. That is just basically what strategy is all about. You have your rules. Once your rules or those checklists are met, you take your trade. That is it. Once you look at the chart, do your top-down analysis. Once you do your top-down analysis, you wait for price there. And once price gets to that level, and your checklist based on how you want to enter the trade, once all those things are met, without any hesitation, you take your trade. You understand? You take your trade. The only thing is that you always, at every point in time, you know how to apply proper risk management. And those are even what they should be built into your checklist. Those things should be built into your checklist. So when we go to that level, I will show you everything that you need to know. So at this point, we are saying change of character. All right? We are saying change of character. Now, the strategy that I trade is what we call SMC strategy, smart money concept. What that strategy is all about? It simply means now that a trend has given you a change of character or a break of structure, there is an origin that caused that break of structure. Something caused that break of structure. That thing we call order block. Order blocks is a candlestick where buyers or financial institutions like banks where they take their position. So once they stay there, take position, they protect that area. And one of the ways you identify another block is, number one, there will have to be a fair value gap there. A very big candlestick because like a volume. For example, this kind of a candlestick is a large candlestick because immediately they take position, they will push the price up. The price will shoot, let's say from 50 euro to 150 euro. The price will just bomb like that. So that is one of the way to identify where financial institution, where they get involved in the market. There will always be a volume. You see, volume will step in. So, and once that happens, it will create a fair value gap. We call it FVG. It will create that FVG. So once it breaks structure to the upside, price will still come back to that same place and refill those orders that are there, the remaining orders. Why? Because the FVG is too, all those candlesticks you see, they will become a big candle. That is a violation of price. It's a violation because price cannot just push from 50 euro to 150 euro. No, it's supposed to follow sequence. So once banks, all those financial institutions, once they step in, they'll just, because of the volume, they push price up once. And once they get to a level, you see, once they get to a level they want, they will start offload, removing their orders. Then you now see price coming back to that same place, all right, coming back to that same place to now fill up the FVG. Price will now come back, fill up the FVG. So smart money concept teaches us that you have to go wait for price to come back to that origin that caused that spike or that break of structure. Okay. Are you tired or something?
I have an appointment by 5 o'clock and see this Oga have come.
Okay.
Tomorrow is Sunday. No. You go to church tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow is tight. After now,
Oh,
after now, I will be having another session.
okay, okay. No problem.
5:20. After now, we'll be having another session. So tomorrow, I need to analyze my chart and all that, get set for uh
No,
for Monday. No, market opens tomorrow now in the around 11 in the night. So,
okay.
but whatever happens, you see now
I will let you know.
we are not able to even finish this analysis.
No, it got to the when you started this your market strategy, my whole this thing just changed. So I think the one I've gotten it. It's okay for now.
Okay.
Always gradual process. We'll get there.
Yeah, all right. There's no problem. So at this
Thank you.
point, the price has given us a market shift. Then what we need to do is for us to now read the structure. So we'll stop here. Is for us to now
Okay.
read the structure. We can now see after this price push to this point. Let's read the major push. Price got to this point like this. You see?
Okay.
You see? Like this. We now created this high. So this is a break of structure. No, we are stopping here. Let me just, this is a break of structure. This is a break of structure. This is another break of structure.
Mm-hmm.
When price got here, now what happened? It started coming down,
Oh,
violating this level. Now, once you see something like this, what will you call it?
which one? Is
Price has been going up now, breaking structure to the upside. Remember, we are reading this leg like this?
It's a bullish trend now because it's now coming from up and now coming down and then going up and then coming down again.
It's coming down now. How do we know that it's coming down? At this point now, what happens? That you now say, okay, this thing is not changing. No, it's no longer going up. It's coming down.
Yeah, this one it broke that support. It violate that this ahead. This yes,
It has
this
violated
support.
this
Yes,
level.
support.
Exactly. That is what I want you to say. Now, violating it simply means what? How
Uh,
will you now label this point, this level?
this is a market structure change in Abi.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
This one is a market change in market structure, something like that.
Okay. Market shift,
Market market shift.
or change of character.
Okay.
Market shift, or you say change of character.
Okay.
Market
Okay.
shift or change of character. So you've been buying now, you've been buying. So you now got to now discover that this guy is supposed to push above, it's supposed to take price. Buyers supposed to take price above this level. You see, he pushed from here, created a high. Then he now started coming down. And he got here. He's supposed to push. He did not
Mm-hmm.
fail. He made attempt. He got here, he pushed a little, he failed. He started
And
coming
it
down.
came
He
down.
now pushed again, he failed. So this is, at this point, you now say market shift. That means it's gradually coming down.
Down.
Thing is pointing down. It's now pointing downward. So
But it's a bullish
yes, from
trend.
here
It's a
now up to
bullish
this
trend.
level, from here down to this point, this is a bullish trend. From here to this
Okay.
point, this is a bullish trend. The opportunity here now is for you to buy. It's just buying, 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 buying. And when you now get to this level, instead of price to push again above, instead it started going down, violating this point. So it's no longer a bullish trend right now. It's pointing bearish. So you don't just follow structure blindly. You need to be able to read structure. You need to be able to read structure and know how
Maybe
and
you will give me
when, you know how
mm,
and when the structure is changing. That is
maybe you will give me
your
one
trade.
structure then so that I can read it and see can give it a trial.
Okay. It-
Next time.
Next time, yes.
I will
That's why I tell you
I said
now,
I will
this is more of practical because very soon what we'll be doing is practical, practical, practical. Once this, now that we have stopped here, at least you should be able to tell me what a support level is, what a resistance level is, what a break structure is all about, and how to identify a bullish trend and a bearish trend, and at what point will you say that a
mm,
market
there
shift
is a
has
market
happened?
structure, a shift.
A market shift has
Okay.
happened. That
Okay.
means a bullish trend has now changed to become a bearish trend, or a bearish trend has now changed to become a bullish trend. So the sign you need to see before you will be able to say, okay, this is a market shift or a change of character. It simply means that if you're on a bullish trend, the resistance will now come, price will now pull down and violate the support. That means it will give you a market shift. If you are on a bearish trend and the support level, price will now push up to violate the resistance level,
Resistance
while on
level
a
and break.
bearish trend, that is a market shift. Did you get it?
Okay.
I mean, you are sleeping. If I wound you there, are you sleeping already?
I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping, sir. I'm just
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm looking. No, the chart. It's for me. It's kind of strange and at the same time interesting. So you need to look at it thoroughly and then come to. You need to do a proper thinking. You understand? So
Yeah.
as we're just talking, I was just staring at the chart.
Okay. So that is the more reason you
I was
have.
just staring at the chart because no, the way you are just doing it from my phone now is it's small. And my computer now, I don't know what is. Hey, God, the thing not even grey on again.
The next time I work on your system, then I ask you to.
I'll
I
do.
have told you.
When I come back from appointment, I think I'll do that
I
because I
told
have
you.
like plus or minus 22 minutes now too.
Okay. What
I just
next
have
thing
like
you
10
need to
minutes to
do
talk.
is to download Trading View. Go to tradingview.com, download it on your laptop. Create an
Okay,
account.
let me
Trading
write.
View. Trading
Wait,
View.
let me write it so that when I come back, I'll download it.
Okay.
Tradingview.com, right?
Tradingview.com.
You
Trading
can just write it for me
Trading View.
so that I leave it.
Tradingview.com. Go to tradingview.com. It's the same word. Trading View. Tradingview.com. Can you see it?
Yes, tradingview.com.
Tradingview.com. Enter there, download it, and create account. All right.
Okay, okay, I will.
So that
Thank
you
you very
now,
much.
I'll tell you, share your chart, then you share your chart, then you do analysis. But we've not even finished. We're supposed to move from 4 hours to 2 hours, from 2 hours to 1 hour, 1 hour to 15 minutes. But there's no problem.
That,
We'll continue next.
that, tomorrow next time.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
So just take care of yourself.
All right.
Yeah.